Hello, everybody. I am Uncle E, and I got some dinner for you. Stay tuned. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna do some meatballs, some marinara sauce, and we're gonna do some noodles. Plus we're gonna put some broccoli in the mix. So let's go. We need burger. Some good old 80-20. Breadcrumbs. I've made these myself. I need some seasonings. I'm gonna do some black pepper. I'm gonna use some oregano. I'm gonna use some salt. Some garlic. Some cayenne. Some bow ties. Should be yummy. And we're going to use a can of diced tomatoes. It's already got the garlic and olive oil in it, but we got a little bit more to do to it. Alright, so first thing we need to do, you want to get a pan, pot, whatever you want to call it. Fill it up with water. Pot with water. Next, you want to take some oil and you want to dump about 2 tablespoons into that water. And that keeps it from boiling up and causing a mess, depending on what size pot you got. Alright, so we're going to leave that alone, and we're going to make our meatballs. Let's do it. Now, you want to take your burger, separate it up. You want to take your burger, and you want to separate it up. That way, it doesn't go or get mixed up poorly. Now, how many meatballs am I making? As many as I want. As many as I want. So let's go ahead and dump my breadcrumbs in. Give it a little stir here. Now the breadcrumbs are there to give it a little bit of structure and also to soak up some of the juices. So right now I'm going to go ahead and put some oregano in here. Give it some chipotle. Cayenne. As I've said in a number of my videos, I do like a little spice to my food. Not blow your doors off spice, but definitely some spice. Okay, we're going to throw some garlic powder in here. And we're going to give it some salt. You might be asking yourself, Uncle E, how good are these meatballs going to be? Well, folks, they're going to be very, very good. Very, very good. Now, I'm going to grab a little bit more breadcrumb. Always have a heaping Helen. Always have some heaping. There we go. Just a little bit more, not a lot. A little bit bigger stuff. Okay. Now, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty at all. right. That's right. Make sure you get it nice and... Now, we're not going to make it just one big ball, although that'd be kind of cool. We're going to go ahead, separate these out. That's about the right size right there. We're going to go ahead and reuse this. And there's no point in making a bigger mess than you need to. No point to it. You use your hands and you roll her up. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now I can do smaller meatballs. Yeah. Just make as many meatballs as you want. Make them however big you want. Make sure they're nice and tight. That should do it. Go ahead and wash your hands. Okay. Hands are washed. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go over there to the stove and we're going to go ahead and turn that water pot onto high. We're going to turn that water pot onto high. We're going to go ahead and put this in the sink. We're going to go ahead and get another bowl out. This time we're going to take our diced tomatoes. Now what is Uncle E doing with this? Well, he is going to make his own tomato sauce for his pasta. One of the things you want to do when you're making your own sauce and you're using pre-made stuff is you want to go ahead and taste it and find out just how good it is, how much seasoning you want to add to it. So let's check it out here. Not bad. Not bad. Could use a little bit more seasoning. Definitely want to use some more seasoning, so we'll put some more garlic in it. Put some more oregano in it. A little bit more salt. And throw some black pepper. Now, the next portion of this, these things are invaluable. This is a stick mixer. These are invaluable things. They get the job done real quick. These things are invaluable. These stick ones, they are invaluable. Okay. Now, depending on how thin or thick you want your sauce, will depend on how thin or thick, depending on how thin or thick you want your sauce will depend on you. And as you can see, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Tastes pretty good. Tastes pretty good. Now, one of the things we're going to do, I think I'm going to season it up just a little bit more. Throw a little bit of chipotle, but not a whole lot. A little bit more oregano. Now, while we're cooking the meatballs, we're going to be cooking this, because that's going to enhance the flavors. It's going to enhance the flavors. It's going to get those flavors going and tell you just what kind of sauce you got and whether you need to season her up some more. Because if you taste it cold, you're not going to get all the flavor that you have in there. So let's go ahead and go over to the stove. Follow me, folks. Oh yeah. We got that boiling, or on its way to boil. We're going to use this pan for the sauce. We're going to use this pan. I'm going to go ahead and turn this up to 5, a little bit above medium, and I'm going to turn this one to 6, because this burner doesn't like to, it's alright, but it ain't great. So I'm not going to do all of the sauce. I'm going to do some of it, but not all of it. Don't need to do all of it. Now, as I said, depending on how thin or thick you like your sauce will depend on what you do with it. Now, this is a little thick for what I intend to do, so I'm going to add some water to it. I'm also going to take my meatballs, put it in the pan. I'm going to add some oil to it. Now this is 80-20. I'm also going to add a little bit of oil to this as well. This is 80-20, so it's going to have a decent amount of fat. I'm going to throw about 1/3 of a cup of water in this. I'm going to mix her up. Messy there, no worries. Okay, I'm going to cover that so it'll cook a little bit faster. This isn't quite boiling yet, and this I'm going to turn down just a hair because I don't want it to boil off. I don't want it to cook off completely. Now, while you're waiting for everything to get done, you want to go ahead and put away all your stuff. Keep things clean. Okay. Taste things as you go, folks. Okay, now while I'm waiting for things to happen, I'm going to go ahead and get a couple plates. I'm going to go ahead and get my veggies. Okay, so I've got some frozen broccoli here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes. Okay, you can see this boiling out. It's called reducing. Getting all the flavors from all the seasonings that you put in there into your sauce. Go ahead and move your meatballs around a little bit. That way they get nice and done. You can see the color on those. It's looking pretty good. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put our pasta in here. Stir it up so the pasta doesn't stick to each other. That's also another reason why you put the oil in there. That way when you pour it in, it doesn't necessarily stick to each other too much. A little bit more in there, just in case somebody's hungry. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the heat on this. That real quick. Could use a little bit more garlic. Just a little bit more oregano. Stir it up a little bit more. Stir up your pasta. Check your meatballs. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and turn those meatballs down at this point. Those things have got some beautiful color. Yeah, that's some good color right there. All right. Oh yeah. Will be done shortly. Now again, depending on how thick or thin you want your pasta or your sauce, how thick or thin you want your sauce, determine how long you cook it. My pasta's almost boiling. I'm going to take some margarine. I'm going to put it in here. Now some of you might be asking, Uncle E, how come you're using margarine? I use what I've got, folks. If I've got butter, I've got butter. I'll use it. If I've got margarine, I've got margarine. I'm going to use that too. I'm going to throw a little bit of water in here. I'm going to throw the lid on it. I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes. So 1 second. Okay, so now let's go back over here. Okay, sauce is boiling nicely. Pull your pasta out every once in a while just to see what it's looking like. Okay, now it's still pretty yellow. And it's not very flexible, so it's not done yet. Probably be done about the time the broccoli gets done. You want to stir it up. Oh yeah, let's turn those meatballs down to just a simmer. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Let's taste this bad boy and see what it does. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That's right where I want it. Okay, so simmer. Simmer, low heat. Don't need everything to get all crispy, crunchy, or really thick and gloopy. Unless you like it that way, in which case, go for it. Now again, be patient. If you see things getting done a little too fast, don't hesitate to turn your heat down. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate one bit. If things aren't getting done fast enough to match your timing, go ahead and turn the heat up. Now I've got 2 plates over there that are about ready to receive some goodness. Oh yeah. That's my broccoli. Okay, again, don't be afraid to taste things. About 30 more seconds. About 30 more seconds. Okay. Now, if you want to add a touch, grab a couple pieces of bread, throw them in the toaster. As soon as they're done, put some garlic and some butter or some margarine on it. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so sauce is done. Thin enough for my taste. Some good sauce. All right. One more time with the pasta just to make sure it's done. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and drain the noodles, and we're going to plate everything up. So let's do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this sauce, throw it in your pot with the noodles. Mix it up nice. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, let's go over to the plate, shall we? We got 2 plates right here. I'm gonna go ahead and butter these breads up. Okay, get that bread going, get that margarine going, get that pretty. Get some garlic powder on that. Alright. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our pasta on here. Beautiful, beautiful. A little bit more there. That's gorgeous. Get our broccoli. Get our meatballs. Let's go ahead and cap those meatballs off here. Those meatballs are gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. That is wonderful. Okay. Meatballs are on the plate. Go ahead and get our broccoli on there as well. Oh yeah, nice and warm. And there you go, folks. Pasta, some marinara sauce, some broccoli, and some toast. Let's eat. Okay, look at what we got for you today. That's right. Some pasta, some toast, some broccoli, and some meatballs. Yeah. Nice. All right, folks. Have fun and enjoy. Make your own. absolutely fantastic. This is Uncle Lee. Peace.